Hello, hello, one heart. Thank you. Hello, one viewer. Hello, hello. Wait for people to show up. Wait, sorry, StreamYard, sorry, StreamYard. Through YouTube. I'm right now. Hello, Robert. Hello, Adam. Hello. Waiting for more people to pop on. Hello, Steve. Oh boy. Hello. Hello, John. Hello, everybody. Trying to hop on. Stream. It's slow. No, it's too. How's everybody's? How's everybody's night? How is everybody? What is up? We all tonight. Stuff. Okay. Trying to get this shit up. I know it's like late, but I was on video chat with a friend that got caught up trying to download Streamlabs onto my laptop, and it's still going. So it's snowing. Oh, it's not snowing. Okay, oh, there it goes. Okay, phone here. Thank you, thank you. I made this top right away. This top was not already. I made this top by the way. This top was this was like a romper, and it was just it looked too long. It looked weird on me, so I just the top stitched it up and made a skirt look out of it. Made a skirt out of it. So cute. Okay. Okay, so I want to talk about college. I do not, in my personal opinion, I do not think college is needed unless you're going for a very specific, um, you know, degree, like an attorney, doctor, nursing, stuff like that. Things that actually are, you need degrees for, right? Doctor, anything in the medical field, right? Understandable. Okay. Take some water just a second. But if you're going for fucking like, oh my gosh, liberal arts. Hello, one of you on Rachel. Hello, hello. I'm live on Rumble. Not Twitter. I wish. Trying to get my calendar. Also Substack too. Substack. I need 10. I'll link my Substack here soon. I need 10 followers on Substack to go live. So get that running. I'm also live on Twitter. Hopefully Rumble goes through because last night I did my live on Rumble as well, and it just didn't go through for some reason. It was weird. I'm also live on YouTube, obviously here on TikTok Live, and I'm trying to get onto one stream as well. So I'm working on it. So college, yeah, college is not successful. You don't need college to be successful. You like look at all these actors. A lot of them didn't go to college and they're successful, or they dropped out. I think degrees nowadays are pretty much useless unless you're going for a very specific thing. Like I said, doctor, nursing, lawyer, attorney, stuff like that. Okay. But let's but like useless fucking degrees, like obviously liberal arts, like I said, philosophy. What the fuck do you need a degree for philosophy for? You can do that shit at home. You can learn that shit at home. Um, oh my gosh, women's studies, men. You can learn that shit in real world. You do not need that degree. It's stupid to me. And then you see a lot of people going to college and then changing majors. Or like, why are you going to college if you're gonna switch major? I can see switch major, one time. Okay, one time, understandable. But like, if you're gonna switch, you're constantly switching. Like, you clearly should not be here. You are wasting your money, wasting your parents' money, whoever's paying for it. Wasting your time. When college does not even help you gain real life experience. It does not teach you. It does not teach you real life skills to pay bills, taxes, shit like that. I think trading school is a way better option than university or college. And even then, like university, no, why am I counting down from? Even like trading school. My brother did that. He why one more time count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Oh, from 10. Oh, 10, 9, 10, 11. Oh wow, thank you. 10, 9, 10, 11. 10, 9, 10, 8, 9, 8. There you go. My brother went to trading school for mechanics, and it worked out for him. Even that, plan doing that. That's like student loan. I don't I don't believe in student loans. I think if you have to take a student loan out, you should not be going to college. If you can't afford it, just buy, you know, you're paying for it, your parents, whoever's paying for it, right? You should not be going to college because you clearly cannot afford it. It's not even worth it. Why would you want to pay this loan and then be stuck with that shit for the rest of your life? That sounds absolutely terrible. And this is coming from somebody who didn't go to college. I am yapping about college. I think it's useless. You don't need a degree to be successful. Those loans, okay, so the loans, if if you need that loan to go to college, you should not go. Simple as that. And if your parents took that out for you, and let's say you're like, 19 now, they should pay it off, in my opinion, because you didn't want that loan. You didn't consent to that loan. And if you took the loan out, you should pay it back like a fucking adult. Even if you have to work 4 jobs, do it. You'll be exhausted, but I actually never rode the short bus. I rode the long bus. Thank you very much. Those things are terrible, by the way. The long bus, freaking go, or the bus in general. Another troll in here. Those loans, I don't believe in them. And the student loan forgiveness, I don't believe in that shit. If you took that loan out on your own, you sign that piece of paper. on your own as an adult, you should pay that back. You should not you should not get student loan forgiveness unless there's like a very, 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 very specific case, and if that only includes mothers. Like, a woman has a kid, um, she got herself in some trouble, some bad life choices. I don't know what that accent was, or whatever. Okay, understandable. Okay, or if you're a veteran, you serve the country. I think they are top pick with y'all because I'm not doing that shit. Okay, sure. Once in a while, once in a blue moon, but like this student loan thing being a thing, absolutely. You took that loan out, you pay it back. And this is coming from someone who did not go to college. And I know some of y'all are probably gonna be like, "Oh, she didn't go to college." I think it was because I didn't want to. I considered going to nursing school, but then I'm like, I'm not, I'm not particularly good at taking care of people. I don't have the patience for it, and I don't want student loans. I don't want to have these student loans over my head for the rest of my life. And I'm glad I did. I don't regret it whatsoever because I gained life experience and now I'm doing this social media thing. I wish I'd done it before, but I did. And it's working out for me so far. Thank you to the one viewer here on Restream. If I can go back, I would do the same thing. I would probably would have started, social media earlier, but besides that, I still want to go to college because it's not worth it to me. A lot of these companies, these places, they don't even ask for a degree. They don't care. They don't even care if they have your GED. Like as long as you have some schooling, you have common sense, you can do the job. They don't care. Cool, whatever. And a lot of the times, let's say you went to college for like IT, right? And by the way, I don't even think you need like a degree for IT. You can learn that shit on your own, but it's very hard to figure. But if you're determined to learn it, you're you're just maybe naturally good at it. You can learn on your own. You can do programs. You can do online programs, online some classes. You don't have to go to school. So let's say you went to school for that, right? And you finish you finish all of it, right? Whatever how long you did it for, and then you're applying for places to work. They don't want to hire you because you're either underqualified, overqualified, qualified, or they're shit up race. And let's be honest, race in a factor too. It's not everything, but it's a factor. Let's like the corporate world, right? You see a lot of white men. You see a lot of Joshes and Pauls, Johns. With the pretty much no facial hair, the slick back, white boy haircut. You know, plain cut, tie, suit. That's what you usually see in corporate, right? You don't really. It depends where you work. You don't really see like a Mexican, Spanish. I'm not doing shots right now. Why? Why should I? I'm not telling you take advice. It's just yapping. Um, yeah, you see most guys in corporate. You rarely see black people in corporate, depending where you are as well. How are you gonna find a job if you went to college for fucking liberal arts? Who's gonna hire you? Where are you gonna find a place who's going to hire you? In liberal arts, or going to school for arts, like let's say like theater, right? It's literally, or it's pretty much network. You can do networking online at home. Wait, what I see, black people, it's it's the choice you what choice you either gonna set. Yeah, that's pretty much what art school is. Like, and yes, is it like an honor to get into Juilliard? Yes. NYC, yes, because those places are expensive and they're they're quite extravagant. Yeah, that's perhaps the exception. But just to go to school for art, do this shit at home. Like illustration, animation, you can learn all that shit at home. Good morning, good morning. I think it's a waste of money, and I understand why parents are like, I'm not paying for that degree. You can pay for it if you want to do it. Okay. And yes, and if your parents or whoever's paying for the degree, they have a choice as to what what you're going in for. It's top and then short. Oh, jump. Not saying it. If I if I so I come from a very conservative, not I always say conservative, like traditional family, right? And it's very much like you go to college, you get married, you have kids, stuff like that. I don't want any of that. I don't want that. I want a very untraditional way. I'm very unorthodox. Even with my religious stance. Not this one. Religion, that's another thing, that's another life another day. I don't wanna sit at a fucking desk or go to college. And it worked out for me. I mean, do I appreciate school? Schooling, yes. I think education is very, very important, but you can learn that shit on your own. You can be a forever student. Never stop learning. You can always read. You can always, read at home, learn things, watch YouTube, like literally, YouTube University. Anything you want to learn, it's on YouTube. You want to learn how to do woodwork? Um, there's a really cool show I watch every now and then. It's called Forge of Fire or something like that. It's so cool. They make like swords and shit like that. You can learn that shit at home. Learn it at home. Save your money, save your time. Even doing online classes, I think, it's you can also get doing ones from that as well, most likely. I just don't think college is necessary. People don't care about degrees anymore. And I hate that, when when I was a teenager in high school, it was shoved down our throat that, oh, you need to go to college, you need to go to college, you need to go to college. Why? It just made no sense to me. I've never understood that. I've never saw that as a good path because people get stuck in this path and they're like in that path and they're like, oh, like this is the only way to be successful. No, it's not. You can become a singer, an actor, a dancer, whatever it is, right? And you can be successful in that. You can freaking sell art. I mean, yes, are you a starving artist? Yes, but hey, you are doing something. You're trying to make something work for it. You're working for something. You're trying to make it work. Also, I do not suggest being a starving artist because that shit is hard. It's very hard. Just like the dance world, the singing world is very hard. But hey, if you want to go do it, go for it. Thank you, thank you for the heart. Here. Uh, college is just, I think college is a fucking scam. College is definitely a scam. It's a big time scam. You lose your money, and a lot of the time at the end of the day, you don't even learn anything. You don't learn much. And then the thing with college, not trading school college. What the fuck do I need to take a math class for if I'm there for like liberal arts? What do I need that for? Like business, I can see. Like I can see taking a business class. I can see. Thank you, Ruby. I think if you're gonna if you're gonna go to college, at least or like not even university, like just community, take a business. You will learn a lot. Thank you. You'll learn a lot. Business, definitely take business because business is needed. I'm very pro business. I'm very pro be your own boss. And that's what you want? Because why the fuck would you want to work for somebody for the rest of your life? That's not fair. That's obviously my goal here, to work for myself. Hopefully that will happen one day. Right. Start your own business, but starting your own business is hard, though. If you take a business class, you can learn from that. Hello, one of you are reaching. Hello. And not everyone's got to for their own business. I get it. The restaurant business is very like really hard. Like you need to rent the place out, expensive, or salon. You want to have your own salon or barbershop. It's expensive. I'm not I'm not whining, just yapping. So if you can, and if you have the willpower, you have you're relentless, you want to work hard for it, start your own business. It's gonna be hard, but you'll get there. Will you be broke for some time? Most likely, yes, but you just gotta trust the process. It sounds like no one's forcing you to be here, dude. Uh, some other useless degrees, I think. Let's see. Other useless degrees. I kind of think like going to school of psychology. I also think it's a useless degree. Yes, is it helpful? Yes, definitely is. But you can learn that shit. Well, you can learn that shit watching YouTube. YouTube University. You can learn psychology by watching people, how people act. You can read books. No degree. And I half agree with you. I think some people are useless. Depends on the person. I love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, psychology. I love psychology. Remember, I love psychology, but I don't think it's needed. I really don't. And I know so many people that that went to college for psychology, and they're not even working in the field of psychology. The whole point, I would assume, the whole point of going to get a degree in psychology is to be like some type of therapist, work with special needs kids or something, right? Hello, three viewers on starting viewers. Hello, hello. I would assume that's it. And there was a time in my life where when I was a teenager, I was like, oh, maybe I could be a therapist. And then when I got older, I was like, oh, nope, I cannot do that. I do not have the patience to sit there and listen to people's problems all day because I would lose my mind. I I would give real ass advice. I would be like, look, lady, you have come to me every single week complaining about this fucking dude. Leave him. Just fucking leave him. Why are you still? I mean, you can't curse, but I would be annoyed having to listen to her fucking problems all the time. You like my videos? Yeah, I don't even think a lot of psychiatrists, therapists are helping themselves. Like the worst patients are is the psychiatrist, the therapist themselves. Because a lot of time they don't get help and they're just masking. My Netflix, which one? They're just masking their sadness. So, and they're helping other people, but they're not helping themselves. How was your night? My night's going good. How are you? How are you? Across the mountain. Yeah, unless you're going to be even a cop, like obviously, academy. Quant is it Quantico? Quantico? I literally did not know that was a place until like 5, maybe 6 years ago. I didn't know because I don't keep up with FBI stuff like that. But yeah, even that, like, it may cost you a lot. I'm not sure they do shit, but it may cost you a lot. And people, they go into the military because it pays for your schooling. And I get it. You're doing that, they pay for your schooling. Cool, I get it. But like, eh, I think you're absolutely crazy if you join the military. Like, you are nuts. Like, kudos to you because I'm not doing that, but that's nuts. I would never join the military. I remember when I was before my 12, a teenager. My dad was like, he was like, "Oh, you joined the military?" Nope, absolutely not. I'm not, no military, no Navy with me. Like, I like routine. I grew up in a very unstable household. wasn't It wasn't like terrible, but wasn't like particularly either. So that would not work for me. I need stability. I need security. And yes, can that can the army provide uh security money wise? Yes, but I don't like moving. I moved around when I was a kid. Growing up, I hate moving. Like I'm used to it now, but I don't want to do it. So that would not work for me. You know, always moving. That sounds absolutely terrible. And then you never you. I am 31, and then I know I look really young for my age. 15, and then then you don't have your own schedule. You have to live by someone else's schedule. I don't want that shit. I want to do my own thing. I look 25 to you. Nothing about that sounds interesting. Sounds Does not sound fun. I would not want to do that. But people do it. They join because joins. My brother did that. Well, I'm not genuinely. That's what he did. He joined the army because he had to take care of his family and paid for his schooling, and that's when we went to school. And it works for him. Cool, but that's not for me. And a lot of people I know that have joined the army, specifically men. They're like, oh, I hate it. I couldn't wait to leave. I couldn't wait to And some of them only stayed for like 4 years, and 4 years is been long. And my brother's been in the military since like he was 20, 25 years he spent in the military. That is that's long. Some people like that. They want to do one thing for the rest of their life. That sounds absolutely boring to me. I cannot look reviewers on Restream. Hello, hello. On Rumble and Twitch. Hello. I cannot. That sounds absolutely horrible. Like imagine imagine having an office job and you're doing this for like 10 years. You're just sitting there and saying, I'll be bored. I can't do that. Like and I'm not saying change jobs every 6 months. That's not good, or every year. A couple of years, I mean, never do. That's not, not it's not possible. It's not possible for everyone. But I don't think it's good or very versatile to have that same job for like 20 years. Like you need to experience other have other experience besides working in a that one place for 10 years, because then it makes you one trick pony, because then you go to apply for other places, right? and and you're asked, oh, like, and you put on the resume. Everyone lies in the resume, by the way. And then you're asked, oh, what other jobs have you done? And it's like, only done this. Like, that's it. Wait, hey, some people want to be in that one job for a long time. Okay, cool, whatever. But it's not for everyone. That's not for me. And then you have people that went to college, right? And they had a degree in mind. Let's say they were like, oh, this shit makes me mad. And let's say they went to college for like um what trying to think of some type of science shit. I don't fucking know. Political science. I also think it's no. I think it's pretty useless degree. Whatever. Let's say they went for like I don't know why some type of mathematics. Whatever, right? Whatever it is, right? And no nursing. Let's say when they went for nursing, right? And they were 3 months from graduate, and they dropped out. You couldn't wait 3 months. Like, I'm sorry, at that point, you've taken too much time to do this. Like, just tough it out the next 3 months and then go do something. Because at least you accomplished it. Because that's like, that's like doing a 5K, right? And then you're like, oh, like, I don't want to do like the last couple miles. Hello, hello, it's just hello. Okay, just wait, just tough it out the next 3 months. Why did you do this? Like that's so dumb to me. I don't get that. Like you just wasted your time and wasted your money, wasted whoever paid for it. Like, well, I would be pissed if I was a parent, right? And my daughter, came to me and it was like the last 3 months, right? And she's like, oh, like I can't do two more. I'd be like, what? What do you mean you can't do two more? No, 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 no. You are going to finish this because I fucking paid a buttload for you to go to nursing school, and you're going to quit. 3 months in, 3 months, 3 months from graduating. No, absolutely not. Finish the degree. Finish the nursing school to get your fucking degree or whatever um you went to college for. And then you have these women. This one makes me even more mad. And then you have the woman that like let's say they go to college. They go to college for whatever, right? And they give up their dream for a fucking man. For a man. They just met and they're like, oh, I love him already. blah blah blah. It's like, you just met. It's like, oh, but I don't believe in that whole open. I don't believe that. They give up their fucking dream to be a housewife. I mean, that's what you want to do, or whatever. But like, how about you? My personal opinion, you finish your schooling first, and if he wants to be with you, he will wait for you. If he truly cares about you, and if he wants the same thing you want, he will be okay with the plan and be like, okay, we can do this. This is workable. Like he's not gonna just be like, okay, drop out for me now, because that is fucked up. So I also don't think that's scary. I also don't think it's good to do that because what if something happened? What if he divorces? What if he becomes abusive? What if he leaves you just out of nowhere? And the only thing you know is his life, being a wife, being a mother. You have no, you don't have the degree that you were working for, that you gave up for him. Don't ever give up your dreams for him. Don't ever. If that man truly loves you, he will understand and he will be like, okay, go get your degree, go go work on go work on this. I will be here. We can still be together. We will get married and have kids when the time comes. That's what that man will do. He would not be like, oh well, you have to choose between me and college. Get your degrees. Point the camera more down. Why? Yeah, they meet these men and they're like, okay, like, oh, this is it for me. Like, I'll just marry him and be a housewife. Cool, that's what you want to do. Cool, whatever. But that's dangerous. You don't know what's going to happen to you in the future. And do I think men should pay for everything? Absolutely not. I do not think men should pay for everything. But I think women should also have their own money. Like, have a side business, do something at home. Even if you're selling freaking Avon, like, have something on the side because you never know what's gonna happen. I mean, unless like you trust your man 100,000% and he's willing to pay for everything, okay, cool. But besides that, make your own money. And this is not me saying, oh, be a girl boss. I hate that term, girl boss. Like, just have some money on the side and don't move out of state for a dude that you barely know, that you don't trust fully, because then he's trapping you or you're trapping yourself in a state where you have no one there. That's not safe as well. Don't drop out of college for a man because things can turn south real quick, and then you have no one else to blame but yourself because you decided that this was a good idea and that you wanted and that you thought and that you wanted that you apparently wanted this, and then you get trapped in a situation that you put yourself in that you chose to do it, and now you're stuck. A lot of women do this. Like, hello Rumble, hello Twitch, hello YouTube. Or let's just get comments on YouTube. I mean, maybe I'll pull it up. I think I'll pull up on my lap. Yeah, don't drop alcohol for a minute. Don't do that. do your schooling first and be stable. Because in this day and age, it's really hard to be able to count on a man. And if you can find a man to count on, that's wonderful. That's great. Keep that man. And then you have people that also go to college, and I mean community college, right? And they take a bunch, and they just take like a bunch of classes, right? But you're not using them for anything. They're not using them for anything. At least use the class, whatever business math, whatever it is, right? Take take what you learn and apply. Just don't take them and then be like, okay, well at least I got these classes. I took them. Where's the longevity? There's no longevity. You just took them because you wanted to. I mean, that's you can do it on whole, but apply that to your life. Do something with them. Think of it. Let's view my life here on YouTube. My life. There's the other people that go to college are the ones that they go just because they think that's what's right. You know, they're just like, okay, I'll go to college, I'll do this, this 4 year university thing, whatever it is, right? Gonna be, gonna be a chemist, biochemist, whatever, right? Whatever it is. And they're not even happy. They're not even happy. Don't do things that make you happy. And I know I just said if you're 3 months from getting your degree of, nursing, whatever, tough it out. I think you should still do that because why are you waited for the last 3 months? Hello, new viewer on recent to drop out now. But your life, but don't don't just go to college because you're told to. Don't just go to college because that's what your family says. That's what your family does. Do your own thing. Find your own path. And even if they don't like it, do it. If you want to make art, find a way to do it. Just do what makes you happy. Don't do things because people want. The same thing applies to having kids, being married. Don't follow those traditions if you don't want to, because if you're not happy doing them, then don't do it. And I know quite a few people that went to college that are very, very smart. They were very smart. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna be that smart. That's not gonna be every other day. I don't want people to be like repetitive. And I know quite a few people that went to college, right? And they dropped down. They're very smart, and I'm like, huh, I'm surprised by that. Hello, hi, 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 because they're extremely smart. Like I was working on one went into like army, one of those branches, whatever. Hey, and it worked out for him and his parents. Pretty sure. His parents, were also in the army, so he kind of had like like a little like ticket in there already. Another one, a girl, very smart, like genius, fucking smart. Period. That she dropped out, just out of nowhere. Maybe it was mental health issues. Maybe it was a dude. I don't fucking know, but he dropped out, and I'm like, damn, okay then. I was very surprised by that. Make sure, not every college's not for everyone, and this is not me saying don't go to college. If you want to go to college, okay, cool, but it's not for everyone. Really not. Some people regret it. Some people don't. Some people just want to take classes because they like going to classes. That's you, cool. But school's not for everyone. I hated school. I've always hated school growing up. I thought school was so boring. I couldn't wait to finish school. School's not for me. Wasn't good at doing homework. Wasn't good at doing projects. Wasn't good at turning homework. Horrible at tests. Like I have test anxiety. I'm terrible at tests. Till this day, terrible at tests. I would have been horrible in college. I would have freaking dropped out like literally 2 months in because I would have been so stressed out. I would have not passed. I would have failed college within like the first 2 months. It would have been absolutely terrible. So I'm glad I didn't go. And I would have been miserable. I would have. I would have not made it. I was really bad in school, so there's really no point in me in going to college because if you're bad at school, probably shouldn't go to college. The anxiety about wasting money. Oh my gosh, anxiety about wasting money. Even it's just not worth it to me. It's not having to worry about those student loans your entire life. So either you pay the student loans off, you don't, they're there your entire life, or they die with. Those are only three options you have. And most people don't even pay their student loans back. And that student loan fucking forgiveness thing is shit to me. I don't agree with it, like I said. You took the student loan out, so pay it back. Because these young kids, right? I have to talk about like the Gen Z. These spoiled, rotten brats. The ones, that go to college and think like, oh, like my parents will pay for my college, like, oh, like a credit card, you don't have to pay shit back. Yes, you do. You have to pay the money back on the credit card. What the student loan forgiveness is teaching these young Gen Zers, not all of them, some of them, is that, oh, if I take a loan out, they'll forgive it. Just like, oh, like maybe they'll forgive my house loan, my car loan. No, that's not how it works. The government will come after your ass most likely. A house loan? I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, a house loan. If you don't pay that back, they will fucking take your house from you, your belongings. Okay, that's good. And there's nothing wrong with getting your GED. A lot of people get their GED. Hey, at least have your GED or something. And some people don't get their GED. That's dumb, whatever. But nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Some people, honestly, this is my first thing about school nowadays. Specifically, high school, a little bit of middle school. I want to say the cutoff is eighth grade. Eighth grade, right? I understand why parents are letting their kids drop out because these kids are not learning fucking shit in school. They're not learning anything, nothing at all, nothing useful in this world. Like the math they're learning, No one's doing long math in real life. I mean, unless you're doing taxes, besides that, like, no one's sitting there like, and I remember you remember those calculators? It was like those big ass it was like they were like this big, and you had like all the buttons in there, stuff like that. Yeah, can't test. Wow, that is. I had no idea. That's surprising. They can't pass a GED test. That is insane. I had no idea. That's great. Thank you for telling me that. I had no idea. That's insane. But those calculators, right? Those calculators, yeah. I remember using them. No one's doing long fucking math. Like long division. Like I remember I learned long division like 1 year probably. 1 year in I think it was probably like I feel like you got a degree. I mean your G it's good. Yeah, but we learned long division like 1 year. I'm not even kidding. Cannot do it till this day because what the fuck am I learning? Am I gonna use long division for? I'm not even good at math. I've never been good at math. Math is like my weak. I can do very basic math, but I still count, on my fingers 9, 18, 21, 27. I'm not good at math. Science is kind of hard too because science has, math, science. History and English, my best subject. Really good at them. Lunch, really good at the girl because lunch you can socialize and eat. Gym class and gym class. These kids aren't learning shit, so I understand why these kids are dropping out, and I understand why the parents are taking their kids out of school and they're letting their kids drop out because they're not learning shit at all. Like these kids are better off just getting a job or doing social media. And no, I don't think kids should be on social media, but it's better than sitting at school and desk because what are you really learning? Nothing. You're not learning anything sitting at a desk. Get out there and go experience the real world. The school does not teach woodwork, at least most home ec, stuff, cooking, stuff like that, right? Baking, one division on paper. So yeah, I'll definitely get that. Um whatever. Like doesn't teach you anything. You're just reading a book. Those books are outdated. And those history books as well. Not telling the truth about these white people. They're not. So they're leaving out, the black history and people of color history, black history, Indian, Native American history, um, Hispanic, whatever it is, right? And just leaving in the white history, and that's a lie. Like Christopher Columbus, we most of us know he was a rapist, allegedly. Lying about these white, lying. They're not learning shit sitting in those desks. I get it. I understand. Like, yeah, I used to hate that in school. How they were like, "Oh, show your work." Why? What do I need to show my work for? I don't even know how I got this answer, first of all. And then you're like, oh, show your work. Explain how you got it. I don't know how I got it. I just did it. I remember one time we took a test, right? And we took a test or quiz test, whatever, right? Same difference. And me and this girl were equally bad at math. Like literally, we were both so bad. I think it's one of our that our teacher literally thought we cheat off each other. And mind you, I sat over like here, and this girl sat like over here, like this teacher really thought we were over here, like with our brains, like you answer, let me put these up. Like we weren't doing that shit. We're just equally bad at math. But and then so she called us up and she's like, your answers are the same, and we're looking at each other like, first of all, never spoken to this girl before, like on a personal level. She just happened to be in my math. We're just both bad at math. That's it. Hello, someone you're here. Scream hello. That's it. Yeah, every math class I had, I failed. Every single one of them. I'm 31. Never been good at math. I wish I was good at math, but I'm not good at math. Maybe one day I'll learn, better math, but I'm not good at math. I just wish I was. I'm very jealous of people that are good at math. Ariel, sorry. I didn't want to look at that slob on here. Hello, hello, Jim. Hello. What was I called? What was I called? In high school, I was teaching my math. You were teaching your math, your geometry. Geometry was fun. I like geometry. Geometry, had shapes, so it was a little bit more observable, a little bit easier than algebra and fucking calculus. I never touched calculus because I was bad at math. But like I said, but yeah, no, I was never take calculus. I took this. Oh my god, this one class in sophomore year. I couldn't even tell you what this shit was. It was like between algebra and geometry. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like weird. It was like weird fucking math. Couldn't. Oh, we did projects. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of the math. But I had it with my bunch of my friends. But yeah, a bunch of my friends. So didn't really pay. I barely remember much algebra and book in no, go back up the undergrad. Okay, the undergrad, right? Oh my gosh, I can't imagine the fucking loans people take out for being a undergrad. That's insane. Is it even worth it at that point to have pay all this money back, or let's say psychology, whatever? Because that's how I usually hear. It's not, that's how they work it. And the fraction. Oh my god, I never understood the fraction. To this day, I'm not good at fraction. And the whole x equals. I don't give a fuck what x equals. X equals nothing. And then like the long ones, those long math problems that were like, Jody had 10 apples. He gave us an apple for Sarah, Jan, John, and Paul. How many apples does he have? I don't care. I don't care how many apples he has left. And it's funny because you see these freaking questions, on paper, the teachers are grading them. What was this one? And the one was like talking about chocolate or something like that, and the kid, and it's like, oh, like blah 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 has this much chocolate, has this much chocolate cake, eat blah blah, whatever. And the kid's answer was diabetes, which is it's true, it is diabetes. I mean, I would have gave that one to that kid. And the whole reason I talked about this because I was talking to my friend about this first of all, and I have 4 minutes left. And pretty much this nurse was like, so in Florida, right? Of course, Florida. She got arrested because she was pretending to be a nurse, right? And she had like 4,480 patients, almost 500, right? And she did not kill any of them. Give that girl a degree because she's doing good work. Like, and she even got promoted. Give her a degree. She like she's doing a good job. Let she really wants to be a nurse. Let her be a nurse. Yeah, I was like, let this girl fucking get a degree. And the guy that the black guy girl that he pretends to be attorney or lawyer and he won every case. Give that man a degree. He clearly knows what he's doing. And my question, where they learned this? Because they learned this shit, the nursing and the being an attorney somewhere. So where they learned it. And how about you help them? Help them out. I mean, yes, obviously they broke a law, but like help them out. They're clearly good at what they're doing. Let them be an attorney, be a nurse. They're clearly good at it. So let them be. I just that's hilarious. Join was it? I'm gonna end my live. Thank you for joining, everybody. I enjoyed this conversation. I know it's late, but I want to hop on here. I'm usually up this late anyway. Late, so I'm gonna say all the things I usually do at the end. Follow my Instagram, please. I'm trying to get my Instagram up. My Instagram followers up. It's Chris K-R-I-S Stan 13, all one thing. Just for my thread. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe, comment, like, share my videos. Follow me here on TikTok. Try and get my followers up. And thank you for all of our last night because my live did wonderful. Did great. Did so good last night. Thank you. Keep it up. I gained like 74 followers. That's amazing. So now I'm able to do lives on my laptop. That'll be good. I can do that. Follow me on all my socials. If you go to my link tree, there's more socials that I don't really talk about. I have a sub coming soon. I have a subscription here, so watch that video if you want. There's two tires, $2.99 and $5.99. It's a good story. Yeah, go look at my link tree because you'll see all the links there. I have some more content coming up. I'll definitely do more of those working out videos. I'll probably do a dancing video. Not so much singing, and maybe every once in a while I like to sing, but it's not like my main thing. I dance. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, definitely go follow me on on my Instagram and my thread. Trying to get that up. I'm also on Super Live. Okay, okay, my TikTok. Okay, live. Right here. My TikTok like got taken down for sexual content. There's no sexual content that's here. Okay, well, anyways, have a good night, everybody. Follow me on my socials. Follow me, Twitch and Rumble. I have to say Rumble. Follow me on Rumble on TikTok, whatever. Follow me on my TikTok. Follow me on Oh my gosh. Follow me on my YouTube. Follow my link tree. I have all my socials there. Extra social blah. Follow me on Instagram. Chris KRIS Stan 13 on my deck as well. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for coming up this late. Thank you. Hello, hello, everybody. Hello. Why isn't the YouTube comment? Let me read these real quick before I leave. Belly button. Okay. Never been told that before. That sucks. Your sister dropped out for her for her boyfriend. That's terrible. Thank you, everybody. Have a. You told me to talk before.